Hi, this is Kalika, and welcome to Common Sense 101, Thanksgiving edition. Today is 50 degrees outside, but I'm wearing a bikini because I identify with summer. Plus, I was told margaritas kill COVID. Not sure where I heard that, but I think it was YouTube. If I heard on YouTube, it's definitely true. Plus, I don't want to give those attention-seeking Uggs and sweaters the spotlight they so crave every November. And pumpkin spice lattes really don't help protect my July energy. In fact, I think I'm just gonna block Starbucks altogether. Now let's get into COVID rules and regs. I know it's best to usually listen to an expert on this, but since March, I've been living in my parents' basement, and I spend at least 14 hours a day on Facebook. So, 14 hours a day on Facebook, or someone who works a 9 to 5, factor in a lunch break that's only 7 hours a day times, I don't know, I never went to college to learn math. Obviously, there's no way that they're as informed as I am. Now, I know there's been a lot of talk and misinformation out there regarding safety over the Thanksgiving break. So I'm here to clear the air and let you know what is safe versus not safe for the upcoming holiday weekend. The first rule for Thanksgiving is to make sure you cancel all of your plans that involve seeing family, loved ones, or travel, and only isolate yourself in your own home with a mask. Unless you are an elected official, then the rules don't apply to you and you can do whatever the fuck you want. After you cancel Thanksgiving, be sure to go line up on Friday morning at Home Depot, Walmart, or any other shopping center to take advantage of all their Black Friday specials. Why didn't we cancel Black Friday? Obviously Home Depots and Walmarts of the world have been deemed some of the safest places one can gather since the beginning of the pandemic. And they will be ready and waiting to welcome all Americans on Friday mornings, and your Bank of America unemployment cards. After a long morning of shopping, you're probably going to be hungry. But unfortunately for you, if you live in a state like California, dining, even outside, is strictly prohibited. However, the good news is strip clubs are open, so you can go get a lap dance. As we all know, a hard-on is the body's natural defense to COVID. One of the best ways to stay safe during COVID is to find something you're upset about and go protest. It's actually been proven by news outlets that gathering in the streets actually decreases the chance of infection. And the more people, the less the risk. Now, I know if you're in California, you can't go dine outside or basically do anything, especially not past 10 p.m. But if you live in Atlanta, I have some good news for you. You can go to any of their nightclubs that have been fully open and rocking 7 nights a week with no capacity restrictions and no masks anytime you want. And why do they fly under the radar and no one says anything about these nightclubs and everyone that lives in Atlanta living their best life? Because CNN's headquarters are there, and it's the news job to get on there every evening and tell the rest of the United States to wear a mask and live in fear, while they completely ignore what's going on in their own backyard. I know, it sounds like it's hypocritical, but it's really just deflecting, right? I don't know, maybe it's both. Sounds crazy, I know, so here's a visual. Super spreader event? Not a super spreader event. Any questions? Good. Moving on. I know after the Thanksgiving holiday, you might be wondering, are your kids going to be able to return to school in 2021? Well, I have some great news for you. If you're able to afford $15,000 a year tuition for your child to attend private schools, that also doesn't only include their tuition, it includes an exemption from COVID. Yes, folks, you are safe from COVID if you can pay the $15K. It includes the tuition, and it includes COVID protection for teachers, for kids, for parents. You're all safe. I don't know how this is more news, but this is one thing that I have found out in all of my research, and it's absolutely mind-blowing. So yeah, I need to make a YouTube video about it right now. Traveling. Just remember, if you're traveling during the Thanksgiving break and you want to take your mask off to eat pretzels on the airplane while you sit sandwiched next to two other people, social distancing rules completely don't apply. You know why? Because COVID got a kickback from the airlines. Yeah. Go down that rabbit hole. You're safe. You're safe and COVID will not hurt you. I can promise you that. If anyone didn't notice, 2 weeks ago during the election win, there were thousands of people out celebrating in the streets. Twerking to Cardi B, popping champagne in the streets of NYC. And then 2 weeks later, we had these crazy increases in numbers. But from all of the research we've done, the cause of COVID rising is absolutely the restaurants. These restaurants who have spent thousands of dollars becoming COVID compliant are public enemy number one, and we must shut them down. Conveniently following the election street parties, it was discovered that COVID remains dormant during the daytime and really does only come out at night. So that's why states like New York and California have taken the measures to protect you by saying, we have a curfew now at 10 p.m. and you need to be home by 9:59. I mean, if you're home at 10:01, you might as well just assume you have it. You know, why do you have it? Because you broke the rules, you selfish fuck. You should go straight to quarantine, like now. And my absolute favorite that just came out by the CDC for Thanksgiving weekend are these guidelines, which I'm gonna show you. I mean, God, is this like every 38-year-old's dream or what? Whew! Thank you. I could not do another hangover like I did in my 20s, no. But I suppose one drink won't hurt. Happy Thanksgiving, thanks for watching. I hope that you stay safe this holiday weekend, wear a mask, hug a loved one, and remember, I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, so don't take anything I said too seriously. But don't take anyone else's advice too seriously either, especially if their name rhymes with Susum.